brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight.
I don't mind.
Back here in Baldur's Gate. Back by the river. And yeah, we're gonna get into the lower city in this one.
You absolutely sure?
My good man.
Just basically exploring in this one too.
Tried and tested by yours.
Still good relations with the gnomes. I guess they don't care.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense,
try to talk your way out of it. Do you really care about old trinket that goes missing? Literally. Here we go. We got it.
You're free to go. This time.
Thank you.
Next time you won't be so lucky.
Okay. Understood. Why don't you just use your fist? Instead of being a fist.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watch.
Oh.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, Steel Watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Where is the Steelwatch Foundry?
The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Hells, not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own.
Calm scum. Hello? Oh. Neighbor.
Put him up.
It's pronounced gravel afore me or die.
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me!
My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
Here's a tip for real fighters talking more fighting. Why don't you actually fight me and I'll tell you?
Sure. I'll just raise my fists and... it's no use. I can't do it. This old Narber's more of a talker than a fighter.
Here's a tip, fighterless talking while fighting.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Hello, anything here in Cobb's Gobs? Okay, nothing important.
Well, communal.
Well, Yeah, sorry. Well, I... On the balcony.
We're shopping for a
You'll have
suit.
things to say.
You know,
About we
with my...
A suit.
Indians and Gortash invented them.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Well, I will give you that tool, these tools, that tool.
What? You told me the armor was a bone.
Real fight. They crush everyone.
Mr. What's this? Oh, that was up there.
Wearing
Darnish.
How about now?
my mother
Want to talk now?
What's in here?
Turn should do it.
Crystal. Need that. Thank you. And that goes downstairs. Alright, we're finished here. And close the door like we know no one was here. Okay.
See one of them in a fight.
You'll take Will out.
You've got some... I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space. Take care.
Before that, I'll speak to you.
You've
She's
got
going to
something
be
to say.
murdered. Did you know about
I
her at
met
all?
her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim, I asked Father later. No, he said, a stroke survivor.
Oh. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand.
It's
The
Ball.
city is made weaker for it. Sorry, but let's make...
reporting.
You wish to consult me?
Curious where your thoughts were going, Raphael's deal.
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
Gale, I thought you'd have something to say.
What's on your mind?
Oh.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? A bit crowded. Whenever you're ready.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Are you worried about Kesdor finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
You think you can beat him?
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth. Do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
I need to get his thing up there.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
All that power, you must be tempted to take it for yourself.
Well, of course I've thought about it. If I completed the ritual instead of Cazador, I'd get all that power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
Naturally, who wouldn't be tempted?
Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
Fuck. Alright. Alright, let's...
Greetings, citizen Fluffington.
That's right.
Trust you are enjoying the city.
I would like to get to the lower city. How do I do that?
Worms Rock's off limits. You got a problem? See Ellen there.
Oh. Eleanor.
Sorry, chum, can't...
Not close to Duke Ulder Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy?
Yep.
I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
I have a pass. See this? I've been invited by ordination. Please let me in. I'm in the coronation. Coronation Orchestra. It's a big break.
Might be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates. Special permission.
Charlatan rock solid alibi. Citizen Fluffington. Oh. What? Really?
Naughty,
Oh no.
naughty, naughty little master.
Ah, come on.
You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many.
For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You will inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Was all.
Bloodback, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal.
Yes, no spoiler with that.
His scion.
That may be what you were, but it's not who you are. Perhaps it braced your heritage, or those deaths on your hand. How can you ever atone? Recall that there was another, the woman who became the Slayer.
You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished.
Good.
Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
I'm sorry, but I think that's a little flawed in my opinion, because if the Dark Urge original character is a Dragonborn, right? Then how does it work out if you can be any other character? Like, and you're related to Orin? Like, how does that even make sense at all? Just a recommendation. I'll take the food. Boom, 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 boom.
All we can do is be patient.
Ash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Ooh, there's...
What?
What?
Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
Sure, if you want me to tell them you were trying to steal their belongings.
I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold.
I need gold too, give me yours, and this goes no further.
Blackmailing me? Of course you are. I can't believe they expect me to die protecting My stash is up on the roof. Just take it. I'll find another way to get the gold. It's over, all right?
All right. That's fine. I need to get Asterians up. That's all that matters right now. Medium still.
What's the story?
Very high. Exceptional.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Alright, let's get this over with. Why are you there?
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Okay.
Go on up.
Go on up.
Hey, soldier.
I've discovered I'm a... hopefully we can get back to that.
You've got something to say?
Hopefully that they will... We can say that later. Boom, boom, boom.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Careful, Karlak, we can't risk confrontation here. That's an 18. That's crazy. Ah, well done. Good start. There we go. We gone from 1 to 30 in one roll. Incredible.
We bide our time, but make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
Oh.
A moment, please, my friends.
Now, if he wasn't white...
Pay their respects.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
My favorite assassin. I'm so glad you've returned to my side.
Hang on, what? You know each other?
What?
We have important matters to address. My reunion with Karlak can wait.
You know me as well as Karlak.
Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlak traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then.
Okay.
It's about time, I think.
Right. Okay. So I should tell them that I am Bal. I am Bal. Okay, I should tell them beforehand then.
Hey, soldier.
Okay, let's just go to camp and I'll speak to them there. Everyone listen to me, gather around. I need to perform a bard kind of performance and tell you all I'm from Baal. Chihiro, you're gonna love this.
Are you? Well, you have a rather vacant, tadpole finally ate my brain look about you.
Oh.
You're the boss.
Interesting.
What's on your mind?
I've discovered I'm a Baldur, a child of god of murder.
It's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. You are my friend. And you get to choose your destiny. Choose well, all right? Please.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days.
I had a vision I found I'm a Baldur.
I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells. A Baldur. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show. You should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette?
The pit, definitely the pit. I must do his father's bidding.
You know, though I don't look a day over 100, I was alive in Baldur's Gate when the Baal spawn first arose. I was barely aware of it, locked in the kennels as a young spawn. Rather thrilling. I get to watch the bloodshed firsthand. I felt very unfashionable missing out last time.
You've got something to say?
I am born of the Lord of Murder.
Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you.
Well, love, what do you think of this revelation?
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I understand my affliction at last. I'm Baldur, and Lord of Murder compels me.
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to. I'd join you, but things are later then.
What's on your mind?
I know the truth about myself.
Baal spawn. Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, that's not a bond I'd like to be bound with.
Baal.
You should be careful.
Baal.
Very, very careful.
You wish to consult me?
You know, there's darkness in me. I learned its origin.
Tell me, or show me. My mind is open to you. A child of Baal. What horrors your mind must hold.
She joins with your thoughts excitedly. unprepared for what you will find there, exposed to the limitless horror of your dreadful imagination. Minthara's mind buckles, snaps, and then burns hot. She absorbs every detail, whether memory or dream, and drinks deep of them. You sense a desire in her equal in strength to your darkest urge.
Elghor, Doktak, Slayer. There are many names for you, and all of them inspire dread. You are exquisite.
You don't fear me?
Ecstatically so. It makes my heart race.
Not sure if I control these
You
powers.
must. Yours is a heritage of murder. It cannot be ignored or evaded. You will either kill or be killed. We must find the Temple of Baal, slaughter Orin, and...
Withers.
Thy wheel of fate. Dost thou require a new ally?
Nope, nope, okay.
But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful.
I discovered a Baal spawn.
I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I choose.
Interesting. Alright, well, back out then.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. God.
If it is
Mizora.
Fee heard about. He's up a splendid.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's him. This is it.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
A moment. My favorite assassin.
Hang on. What?
We have important matters to address. Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite... To think you and Karlak traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time, I think.
Okay.
You and I initiated this plot.
Open your
We
scars.
discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
What does a cult have the Absolute have to do with it? Is he telling the truth?
It seems so. In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets. Killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thor. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. All out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things.
Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
You misread me. I've come to end this evil plot. You are mistaken if you think I can control myself. I'm back now and reckoning it. How dare anyone take my place? I don't remember a thing, but I've come to end this evil plot.
Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Why is the crown falling?
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
What do you have in mind?
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
I'm not afraid of her.
You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal.
You show proper respect. Good. I'm going to take a lot for me to trust you. What do you propose?
Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands.
Yes.
Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone.
Oh.
But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
My word is my bond, Gortash. We shall be allies, or one shall be dead.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
Am I supposed to find her?
Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it?
No.
A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies.
Surely the Steelwatch can handle.
Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the Steelwatch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship?
I must go.
Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Fine, let's get it over with.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Well then, Kalak, I'm sorry.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you?
I thought it'd be best to avoid making enemies just yet.
Gortash is your enemy, either way. This pact may delay the inevitable betrayal, but not by much.
Maybe, but he had a pact with Ketheric and Orin. Doesn't seem to be broken. I'm willing to wait and see.
I can't tell if you're very wise or very foolish. Time will tell, I guess. I'll play along for now, but I'm not letting him slip out of reach. He's going to pay for what he did to me, one way or another.
Where's Duke?
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn.
What did I help you? Floric sent me.
Help me? Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails. Maybe there's still time to find her.
Okay. It isn't one.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell, right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
Gortash decided this new dawn is a lie.
Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
2 again.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
So, the real man is still in there. Somewhere.
Have we finished then?
Leave. Alright, let's go before we get into trouble. Lord Randolph Vomus.
Archduke. Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Cool, let's go. Alright, to the lower city. Right, what do we have? Deal with the devil, help Kithrak Voss, open your scars. And for Gortash, reveal more about your former glory. It was you who put the first together. Okay. Retrieve the offer camera, obtain the offer camera, reconsider the deal. For the artist. Yeah. Smuggle the creature into the city. Toys, fine, well. Boom, boom, boom.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Just would keep him around.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Again, well, we just
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown.
Trust no one.
medium still. Alright, to the lower city. Do. Right, what should I do?
Ah, thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Oh. Oh. Well, sharpshooting was going itself plus to all skill checks. Right. The Basilisk Gate Barracks.
Forgive me.
Cook cameras.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear.
Are you drunk? Is that... How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead. Said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
Calm down. No, and it's not my problem.
My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the flaming fist.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Good.
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
It's happening. I feel like I'm going mad.
Someone's tampered with the Flame Fist memory.
Nonsense. I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're... here, and I will assist.
God, you're right. Something's wrong with her. Can you help me? I've no family, and Vanra's father isn't around. The Flaming Fist was my last resort. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day everywhere I could. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old, and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. And of course, the front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. I was sober, though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. Thank you.
Wait, what happens when I speak to her now?
I apologize.
No. You...
No, dear reader. I'm afraid one of my columns is not in the latest issue. Print issues limiting space, according to our esteemed editor.
Wait, I can't unlock this?
No, dear reader. I'm afraid one of my columns is not in the latest issue. Print issues limiting space, according to our esteemed editor.
Oh.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a...
Okay.
Used to think those things were going to make me feel safer. Not anymore.
Okay. Not anymore, she says.
I hope so.
North House
I'm
Hostel.
grateful to be here. I am.
thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
Oh.
No need to look so glum. You'll be clean and comfortable in no time.
Fuck, why is there always an enemy here? There's always someone here so I cannot steal anything.
Right tool will do the trick.
Such a noisy city. Does it never sleep?
Alright, good. Good, give me everything. I have $8,000. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, walk straight into the Gazette now. The Baldur's Mouth.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
Am I? I have more than stories, ballads, prose, even a haiku or two if you spare the ink.
We have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
It'll be your word against mine, and I'm really good with my words. I work with Logota. She wouldn't want bad rumors spread about me.
Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Oh, that's still an annoying one, you fucking arg.
In my opinion, we should have a still watching every Baldur. I'm glad you asked. It's certainly
For decades. I'm so tired. I wonder if my old boots are still there.
Wait.
Used to.
Murder Cora. Speak to Lorican. Right, I'm going to get the... that's armor.
Karlach Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it?
Fitz! If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago.
Neverwinter? Who told you that?
Gortash. Said you didn't even give notice.
Ha! That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Karlach, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up.
Yes.
To meet Gregor. And the little one, in a few months. Are the two of you together?
No, not on this playthrough.
Just mates. Very good mates.
Oh, that's lovely. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock.
I'd like to see, yes, where's that bow? Is it this one? The dead shot, yes, this one apparently. Proof critical, the number you need to roll is reduced, it can affect. It proficiency when rolling range attacks, unless they have a disadvantage. Only 700. I don't need the minor elementals, so I can get that back. Let's see. Okay. Okay, what else do you have? You have the many targets, I need those. Ooh.
Great to have you.
Is that Fitz? Hope that wasn't a lie.
I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
Fenton said,
You in need of... Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me.
see, the thing is, this has haste and resistance to fire and resistance to cold. Front cloaks of Passeri. Oh, it's you.
It's you. I never forget a face. Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without it. Too bad my worthless fella couldn't get one simple thing right in his life. Go on then.
It's Bone Cloaks. I'm Balin. Hello. We sell all sorts of ingredients and goods.
Go on, Balin. Get on with it then.
Keep a blade close.
Let's march!
All is ash and meat.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
He spoke well with the Norn at least.
Of course. He'll share his rule. What use all his brilliance if there is no one to bask in it? But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Bane's boot heel once it's done. We'd be back to the same old battle. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the
And you think
breaking
you're
Dr.
okay?
Starkov.
I need to go back to there. Wait, what's this rest of camera? Oh, right. Save and right. Stop the Baldur Gazette printing slander. Visit the Emperor's old hideout. Find the Night Song. Calorican.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
Good to
I
be back.
suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
Want to talk about our relationship? May I have a kiss?
Don't stand and ceremony. Come here.
The urge is too strong. May I have another one? I want to end things.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Murder, oppression, conspiracies. This city has its charms, after all.
Impressive place.
My mother visited during one of her grand tours of the surface world. She claimed the streets were almost as varied and full of danger as those in Duthcloim. Huh. I never believed her until now.
Oh, man.
This is the city proper, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect it to be so outrageous.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
Should go well if I'm very successful and organized.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land throne also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I'm a Baal spawn.
You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful with whom you share that fact. I hear many of your kind have met premature ends.
Okay, well then. Alright.
You wish to consult me?
Have you ever seen, what do you favor, do you know anything about Gordash? Just kinda...
A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by 2 novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden.
Interesting design choice.
I thought so too. This world is full of fools, after all. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Our visitors were not fools. They were bait. Even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls, their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from. And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution.
You follow their path to Moonrise.
Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers.
Safe to say you failed. Most of the shock around the tower still standing. You waged war against Moonrise.
No. I was prepared for combat, but I intended to strike subtly. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketherick expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery.
Pride can be great. That's when we gave welcome and you felt desert. I suppose you were so
It is a
complacent.
mistake I hope never to repeat. Ketherick proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menzoberranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them.
She sounds delightful.
Few things frighten me. Orin is one of them. Ketherick held me still. His hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. I want this one, she said. Ketherick nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls.
It's a balls board. This is very yummy.
Then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself.
No one deserves what you went through.
I deserved it. I was passive, weak, proud. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
Well,
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
Before I finish today, let's try this. Okay, so who should we take? So this can take, well, this could take an hour, this could take 2 minutes, it depends, so. And it depends who.
Is some...
You're not yourself.
Dismiss someone first. Ready for...
Yes? You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. Then...
Oh, right.
Let's move.
Right, because if I go into where the Githyanki are, that hasn't loaded in, because nothing loads in this game anymore. Dear oh dear. Yeah, there's so many problems far out. Dear oh dear oh dear. Far out. Okay, this is a real problem. Ever since this patch, like, never update a game when it's fine.
As long as they do their jobs, they can sing sea shanties for all I care.
Still, my brief time on the astral plane left quite the impression. You must miss it dearly.
I don't hail from the astral Jahira. My glimpse was as brief as yours before we were cast back to the material.
This is a crime scene.
If only I might have remained.
Not everyone subscribed.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Up to it! Get in there!
You dare ask me of this, you little child of Baldur, mate. Oh. Oh, shit.
Killing's killing. Don't say you love your work if you ain't. Oh, go on. Look at you, just lying around.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find lockpicks.
That's fine.
Gods, it's hot in here.
What must be done?
Victory awaits.
And you're all dead. There we go.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Keepsake ring.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
I see the button.
The planet's been awakened. Vlaakith's forces are near.
Ah. So it doesn't matter. We can't get out of this.
Get Yankee. Blackett has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
Lae'zel, the Kithraki have spread. Tell me, what honors stand at the under all that matters? The false. I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone.
No, come on. Good.
Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlaakith. And you, Lae'zel, a child, an unascended, would snatch my glory for herself. You may keep your head.
Yep.
But I will yet be exalted. I will yet see my name carved in slate. Vlaakithka sivim hrath krashet.
Very good.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon.
That was 1500
Search the
XP.
room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
So we can get out of that without fighting as well. That's really good. Button.
Might be worth a look. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll
Unique
find
shell.
a keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. What's that?
Stillman's portrait, but a fork.
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that. Ask my old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
I don't really need it exactly, but anyway.
The chains I use to bind my needs.
Oh, and that's tight.
And lawbreakers. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
Okay, is this where they... Yeah, it is. So who will it be? Will it be Halson again, or will it be somebody else? It's Halson again. It's fine.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin. Orin the Red. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over. Blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage. Along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter. It's all I can hear. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. Fool. Rabid beasts must not be coddled.
Look at it. Father's favorite, all lost and wandering.
Yes, hello, sis.
Way home. Should I set your lapdog to screaming? That could help you find the way.
Rather melodramatic, aren't you?
Better to be dull and brittle. A mind-mangled beast. No talent, no beauty in your atrocities. A blunt blade like you is not fit to carve Baal's glory.
Baal.
Big-headed and foolish to let the Baneites' heirs corrupt you. Gortash betrays us, bloodkin. He sets a leash to our slaughter, uses us to drive the herd towards his tin men's oppression.
You must kill the tyrant, smear him across his rock-rotten halls, and pluck the netherstone from his carcass. Then we duel, sweet slaughterkin. The winner claims the stones. Baal's true chosen. The loser rots on his altar. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
So, this was Orin's intention. A combat against a fellow scion of Baal, witnessed by the Lord of Murder himself. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Let me get back to you on that. Let's kill each other right now!
You forget how father's blood clots our veins. It must be returned to him, seeped straight into his grim-born jaws. But first, you must make gutspill of the tyrant. Do not underestimate his steel watch. But listen.
Jaheira's there, so she should know I'm a Baal spawn. But anyway.
Come to my temple before you turn Gortash to carrion, and I will ready your friend's corpse to greet you.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Baal is waiting, slaughterkin.
Go away.
Do not disappoint him.
Jaheira, now that you're here,
The great Orin the Red tugs your sleeve, sulking for attention. She might come to regret it yet.
Okay.
I have met few as strong as Halsin. But Orin will break him, if we give her the time to do it.
Reaper's Embrace. Oh, because it's Halsid's backpack, funny. Okay. Alright, then we won't go in there, so we'll go back up here. And we will leave it there now. Till tonight, where we'll probably do Gales, and we'll do better at that, for sure. And then probably Jaheira's, because Jaheira's isn't that difficult either, so we'll leave it there. Go to camp, save, and I'll see you tonight.